Recently I've been reading about the famous Bechdel test, and quite unexpectedly, it made me reflect on a show that I enjoy. I realized that I'm not even sure if the show passes the test. And no, it's not some old series where female characters are merely love interests or decoration for male protagonists. Without further ado, the show I'm talking about is Helluva Boss. To be honest, I've always appreciated how the show handles parental abuse issues, which I found extremely relatable. However, the more I thought about it, the more I realized how poorly the female characters are written in the show. And let's take the most prominent female characters and analyze them one by one. The characters I'll be discussing here are Millie, Loona, Octavia, Verosika and Stella. Let's start with Millie. What is there to say about her beside the fact that she is Moxie's wife? She's badass, practically killing machine capable of kicking anyone's butt, and also great at playing music too. But beyond that, there is nothing. She has no interesting backstory, no family or personal drama. Her parents love her and she's had no character development since the very first episode. She hasn't changed at all. Millie seems to exist solely to develop Moxie's character, showing that he's not a weak imp who can be pushed around anymore. He's got a wife and he's willing to fight for her. He's even willing to stand up to his mafia boss father, who has intimidated him his whole life. Millie's only role seems to be making Moxie a more confident person. Even when I try to talk about Millie, I end up talking more about Moxie. That's the problem. She's just an extension of him, not her own character with her own agenda. And we don't even know what she wants out of life beyond being a badass assassin wife. Next character in my list is Loona. Again, there is no development at all. Loona, who's supposed to be in her early 20s, behaves incredibly immaturely, constantly abusing Blitz both verbally and physically. Her only role in the story is to show that Blitz and Stolas are good guys. Blitz might act like a jerk, but he genuinely cares for Loona. Loona, on the other hand, has no agenda or goals of her own. Despite Blitz being the one who gave her an apartment, a job, and took her out of a horrible orphanage, she can't even be kind to him. Her aggression is played off as a joke, but it's not funny. In most ensemble shows, each character usually gets at least one episode focused on them, helping the audience better understand and care for them. But not Loona or Millie. According to VivziePop, we're supposed to care about Loona just because she's a hot goth girl. That's pretty sexist, don't you think? Now on to Octavia, the next character in the list. Just like Loona, she's got no goals, no interests, and no backstory. She's essentially just a decoration in Stolas' storyline. Her only purpose is to show that Stolas is a caring father. We never get to see her perspective on the family dynamic, and it's never explored why she might distrust her father. Episode 2 of Season 2 was perhaps the best so far, showing a heartwarming moment between Octavia and Loona. But after that, we haven't seen them together again. Instead, the story keeps circling around Blitz and Stolas' inability to have a proper conversation. Then there is Stella, who is portrayed as a one-dimensional abusive wife with zero personality. That's all the writers allow us to know about her. We don't get any insight into her side of the story. Maybe she did try to build a peaceful family with Stolas, but he kept running off to be with Blitz. This possibility isn't explored and it is frustrating, to be honest. The fact that Stella and Octavia don't even talk to each other throughout the whole show is another glaring issue. Finally, let's briefly talk about Verosika. Just like Stella, she was initially a flat one-dimensional character. However, it seems like VivziePop has started to listen to criticism, to a certain extent at least, as the latest episode made Verosika more relatable and gave her some depth. The latest episode humanized her, demonized, succubized. But despite all this, I still really like the show, and I only want it to improve. Especially considering that it seems Hazbinhotel's second season won't be coming anytime soon. Last episodes are certainly hopeful.